everyone, my name is Frank Fan. You watched this video perhaps because you were told by your colleagues or clients they didn't get what you mean. Maybe you were not confident to express your ideas. Perhaps you're not quite sure you're ready to send your message across. Imagine you always have your message very clear and concise. Imagine your colleagues or clients are waiting to ask your advice. Imagine you're always confident you can deliver speech, even with last-minute notice, like what I did today. So looks like many people have fear about public speaking. That's what we are today, and that's where we want to be an effective speaker. How are we going to mitigate this gap? Sounds difficult? No, not at all. Only 3 easy steps. Let me tell you something about myself. I have a 17 years IT career, and in the beginning of my career, I was system admin. Most of my day is sitting behind my desk and get things done. And then I moved to a solution designer role. That's fine, but I still need to step out to talk with many internal team members, more opportunities. And then I moved to a consulting architect role in a global consulting firm. Not only deal with my internal team members, but also need to reach out to many external teams and third parties to understand the business requirement and pass on the message to design team and get things delivered. Lots of collaboration and lots of challenges as well. I'm here not to share with you my personal journey. It's not mean I'm a master of this topic, not at all. I am far, far away from the level I want to be. However, I'm learning new things about public speaking every single day. I believe everybody here, you also have this opportunity. Talk about how we're going to become an effective speaker. The step 1 I want to share with you is you need to step out of your comfort zone. To be an effective speaker, you need to be a speaker first. And if you just hide yourself inside the box, you couldn't see things happening outside. I guarantee if you step out of your comfort zone, magic will happen. Good things will happen for sure. And there are some things probably you need to deal with when you step out of the comfort zone. It's about fear. Probably public speaking is the top fear of the people according to some research. Death was the second one. Why? What are you afraid of? Probably I would say people are afraid of being exposed to public. Everyone is not perfect. We all know probably we will never be ready. The thing is, don't wait to be perfect to start. We start to be perfect. One of the TED.com by Brené Brown. The topic is about power of vulnerability. It totally transformed my thinking about public speaking. Vulnerability is not your weakness. It's you. You are unique. If you embrace your vulnerability, you are going to be fine. You are going to move yourself and grow yourself to another level. Start with some simple tips. Start with baby steps before you talk to 500 people. Like the event today, why don't you step out of your comfort zone to talk with strangers next to you? Why don't you invite someone to have lunch with you? This is interpersonal communication, but it's also public speaking, isn't it? Secondly, find a supportive environment. There are lots of resources online, and you can also find a local Toastmasters group next to your workplace or where you live. It's not a place to tell you how to be a Toastmaster for the bread toasting. It's about public speaking. Every meeting, you will be assigned an evaluator to give you very constructive feedback. What you have done well, any areas you can improve, and anything we can continue help you. So I'm sure that's one of the best decisions I have made in my career to join a Toastmaster club. It means a lot to me. Apart from that, you can also talk with your colleagues or your peers. For example, in my journey to VCDX, I asked many industry experts to sit in my mock defense panel to give me some thoughts. I just found this very valuable opportunity for me to grow, to learn from each other. Here, we help each other, and here, we pay it forward, and good things will come up. And it's very important to find a mentor. It's not about knowledge, it's about a relationship. So my mentor recently called me, Frank, I haven't seen you for a while, haven't seen you in the public speaking clubs, let's catch up. It means a lot to me, and I always think someone cares about my growth, and I feel very, very good. Second step is structure your thinking. It's very often when I'm in a workshop, in a technical presentation, people ask questions perhaps I never thought about. Same things happen when you're in the VCDX defense. Even you prepared very well, some questions you just first time hear. How are you going to react to that? How you are going to think on your feet and give a proper answer? Sure, you can't prepare your answer in advance, but you can prepare the mindset. You can prepare the structure. Structure here is very simple. You have your subject, which is the thesis, the point you want to make, and you have the points, point 1, point 2, want to support that subject. You want to elaborate, expand, and explain it. For example, if your boss asks me, okay, I heard you are going to apply for VCDX. Tell me something about it. So what I can suggest is you start with your subject. I truly believe this is going to be a very valuable experience for both myself and the company. And then you move on to point 1. From the company perspective, because it's going to show our customer we have a very top-level certification of the industry for architect, and definitely add a lot of value to promote our solution and make ourselves stand out from other providers. Second point, it also aligns with my personal career growth objectives, because I learned heaps stuff in this journey, and I truly believe I can talk with my team members and apply my knowledge back to my day-to-day work and improve the standard of myself and the whole team. So simple. Just like what I got called, Frank, can you give a vBrownBag talk today, last minute notice? But I use this approach. I start with, hey, it's not that hard. 3 easy steps to be an effective speaker. That's my thesis. Point 1, step out your comfort zone. Step 2, structure thinking. Hey, we have a speech here. The third, and also structural thinking, is about in every client engagement scenario, when you walk in the room, you prepare your mindset, prepare your thinking. What I would suggest you to be cautious about what you hear from your client and map the message to these areas here. What's the requirements? Requirements to build a reliable, efficient virtual desktop environment. You have lots of details about functional requirement, non-functional requirement, and do that mapping. What's assumptions? Okay, we found out, okay, we assume the customer already have a very high reliable and high throughput network to support the traffic. That's probably one assumption, and many you write it down. It's important. Assumptions could change. Every change of assumption may introduce a change of your architectural decisions. What are the constraints? People say we want to reuse our existing infrastructure, for example, storage or particular host. Write it down. That's something you need to take into considerations. And most important about the strategy of the client and the client environment, what they currently have, what's the ecosystem. If you introduce a new solution, are you going to break their existing process? With all this stuff in the big picture, and then you will lead you to the architectural decisions. It's not about what decision to make. It's all about the thinking process from all the information you collected to the architectural decisions. Here, we not just tell customer, this is the only way, this is the best way. We give options. Option one, this is what I suggest, and this is the risks associated with that option and how we are going to mitigate the risk. Option two, the thing. If you have this big picture in your mind before you walk into a client engagement meeting, I'm sure you have a framework, a methodology to help you to start a very productive conversations. Step three, be a good storyteller. So, for example, I often use a story to start a conversation. It could be your technical conversation, but people have seen many presentations these days. But if I ask you, okay, in the last day, what do you think most the memorable conversations or presentation you have seen? Probably, even I couldn't remember. And 1 week later, probably you cannot remember who talked about and remember the key content. However, if you have a very appealing story, people will remember that. For example, for the DevOps, probably that's a technical talk, but you can play role play. This is operational, this is a developer. You can have a role play about two different characters and can plan for a story about the conflicts and about the challenges and about opportunities, how you're going to merge, how you're going to bridge the gaps, how you're going to make the developer and operational guys work together, have an agile solution. So stories definitely will help you to engage audience in the beginning. It's your personal story. You can remember that. You don't need any notes. So this is 3 steps I really want to share with you. It's not that hard at all. You can just stand up and step out your comfort zone, give it a try, like what I did today. It's not perfect at all. I know, you know, but it doesn't matter. Secondly, structural thinking. Have that framework in your mind, and you can always lean towards some points you prepared. Maybe not the exact answer you will give, but it will structure your thinking and make people easily follow your opinions. Last but not least, tell your own story. Tell about your own experience. and people will remember the message you want to deliver. Thank you very much. And I truly believe with these easy steps, next time you will be the person to share your own experience. Thank you.